Alright, so next story is Chat GPT. So in the pre-show, I was asking you if you tried it, and you told me no, and I didn't want to express my disappointment, but I'm hurt, but that's all right. So what do you think about it based on what you see, based on what you heard without actually trying it? Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a very interesting tool, and you will talk about AI, and there's AI coming into our lives, and into especially programmers, being able to tell AI, to train the AI to actually write code, because we, as a programmer, never really been on, had this type of resource. You normally go online, you ask questions, and other humans would kind of pull together Stack Overflow, pull together and try to solve the problem. But now you actually have a AI bot, that will more or less, well, the way, I'm guessing the way this bot works, it covers everything, and tries to compile and bring together an actual solution. And most times, from what I see, the solutions actually work. The code works. Not just code, but you could train it. Be once you're specific enough in terms of the output you want. And I think you could kind of trick it sometimes. It might tell it, no, I can't do this, but you could say, yeah, pretend you are this, or tell it you are this, and it will kind of maneuver around and actually come up with a solution. So I think, yeah, it is a very interesting development. Some developers or some other, I guess, people in the art industry or whatever, they may feel threatened in a sense, but at the same time, you'll always have a place for humans. You'll always have a place for developers. You'll always have a place for people who do art. And also that brings up the topic of plagiarism and copyright. Let's say,
hold there before we go into the plagiarism, right? So here's what I write. Write a function in JavaScript to read a keyboard input from 1 to 10 and display the hex color range depending on the number. What do you think will happen here?
Say that again.
Write a function in JavaScript to read a keyboard input from 1 to 10 and display the hex color range depending on the number. You feel you could do that?
Yeah, that is something that hard, you just, yeah.
Here's a function in JavaScript. You know JavaScript, you know more JavaScript than me, so. How that look in there? And then let's explain to you what the function is.
Yeah, it comments in the code too. Well,
it given yeah. You can see properly. I'm zooming out a bit.
Yeah, I zoom in as well too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How you feel it?
Well, I'm not familiar with this is something I would have to Google, but I'm not familiar with the the hex color. If that's actually how you calculate a hex color. But yeah.
Okay.
Then it concatenating everything together for it to be one. You enter your values, and then for it to be one thing, then yeah.
Okay. All right. So watch this one, right? I'm going to say write an HTML, CSS file that will make everything centered and have a gray background and use a font that is used by Google. Let's see what happens if it write the CSS that uses all Google fonts. It's writing out page and writing the CSS. Oh no, look at the CSS.
Yeah, it putting it in the head, yeah.
In the head, yeah. I want to see which was our Google font. Oh, it importing the Google font. Oh, shucks. Yeah. Whoa. I didn't expect it to import the Google font though. Yeah. So it's saying that this contains the basic structure of the HTML document.
Do it.
All right. So my students, they have to do like HTML and whatnot for their IAs and schoolwork and whatnot.
Yeah.
I run in scared because when you give an assignment, if they put the actual words of the assignment, because there are schools in New York that ban this thing already, yeah, like schools in New York and California, I think ban this. If they put it as the words of the question, and it is a web page or something, so they have the code, they get in all the code, all. If I give them a C programming question and tell them write a C program to do whatever, it writes in all the code for them one time. And then after they write the C program code, all you have to do is say, please write it in C++. And it'll just conversationally know that you want to write it in C++ and it'll give you back the code. I realize that when I have to give coding homework and thing now, I had to get something that requires you to come up with a solution, not just answer a question. Because answering questions,
now you probably need to put your questions in ChatGPT first to see
well,
if it
the
can
thing
figure
is,
it out.
But the thing is, you could put the same question, 3 different times, and it will give you variations in the answer. So I try to a question and I just click regenerate response and it will give you a sort of different answer the second time and the next time. I think I got 5 different answers for one question. So now, I had to do that. But even if I do that, like what I'm going to tell the child, you copied that from ChatGPT, how am I going to improve it? Because I did the same thing too. Yeah. That's not and I don't think that will work out too well for a plagiarism check, sort of, because they will claim innocence easily.
I mean, for programming, but like other stuff like written work, you'll get catch real easy. You know, to have stuff like, I don't know if you're familiar with Turnitin, you know.
Yeah.
So you'll get catch easy. You'll have with code. Code now is something that, you know, it could be, according to what language you're using, it could be pretty standard. You know, that's one of the reasons people used to make fun of PHP. You know, PHP, you could do one thing about 10 different ways. But now might be a bad thing now. You know? Because, like, say, Python might probably have 1 or 2 specific ways to do a certain thing.
Yeah.
You know,
with the spaces especially,
so if you give somebody something in Python and they do it through ChatGPT, you ain't gonna know. You know?
You ain't gonna know. That's facts. So I think the advantages are for developers. Like, if you like struggling with our problem, you start to pelt through Stack Overflow and try to find and all them kind of thing and read the answers. Try somebody else code, copy paste that and whatnot. With ChatGPT, you'll be like, could you write this for me? Copy it and it most likely go.
Do one thing here. Ask it to write a SQL update statement using 2 tables.
Using 2 tables, that's all.
Yeah, let's see what.
All right, write an SQL update statement using 2 tables. It be joined. That is it? It's supposed to do in a join or that's a normal join? Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically, and it's telling you it's important to note that this is just an example and the table names, column names, and values will vary, all that, but it give you the template there.
Yeah. Huh.
You see? So it could answer questions.
Stack Overflow does make money.
Ads. My developer, she is beyond Stack Overflow. Like, she had tabs of Stack Overflow. You know, like your Chrome tabs, and you could create a tab group. Yeah, she had a tab group for Stack Overflow. So whenever it had questions to answer, whatnot, and I showed her this, and she's like, ooh, and real questions get answered because, you know, it has some tasks that real mundane, and like basic,
But,
and
like
you're just kind of like,
specific, you know.
Yeah.
So most times, most people didn't get an exact problem, but yeah.
yeah, and you find it, and you at least get a starting point for this now, because it's kind of like asking a senior or some kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that is good there. It's just that when I was in school and I was talking to the sociology teacher, because you could put in write a 5-point essay on globalization, and then it will write a whole essay, paragraphs and everything, and then you could say expand on point number 3 and make it 2 paragraphs longer, and it will do that for you. And when he read it, he was like, "Whoa, this is a really good essay." And I tell him, "Well, yeah, watch out, your children go start to do that." And he say, "Well, let them do it. I will get them total marks, because I know when they go in the exam and they get a question to answer, they have no idea how to write the essay." And that was his argument. He was like, for assignments and thing, if they want to use this, they better learn that they should use it for guidance and not for their actual work. Because CAPE and CXC and stuff is exam-based stuff. But for universities now, everything is not exam-based. There's a lot of assignments and research and them kind of thing. So,
I mean,
how?
Well, I don't know about now, but like for me, when I had a coding exam, you had to go in the exam and write code on paper, you know. You had to remember everything and write it out.
But then that would be like 65% of your mark, but the other 40% would be the 2 big assignments that you get in the term.